a great announcement because this platform is it's great to play board games when you are at home or on your tablet. So if you are used to play on BoardGameArena, and if you are not, be sure to type boardgamearena.com and you will be able to see what's about. That we are developing the version of BoardGameArena of Tang, and it is a very interesting and very difficult task, and Thomas is doing all by himself. So we have invited him to join us to just give you a very short sneak peek about behind the scenes and the development of this digital implementation. But we assure you that it will be amazing to play, and we cannot wait to reveal all the tournaments and things we have planned for it. So, Luis, you can switch to Thomas' screen, and Thomas, as soon as that is done, you can start introducing us to this.
Alright, let me make sure I got the correct one here. I really need a remake of my layout. So it should be there. There you go. I think we're a little bit too big. I'm gonna put ourselves a little bit smaller.
Okay.
So we can see, and I'm gonna put ourselves in the corner. That way we can see all the board.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So
you can take over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So when Gon asked me a few weeks ago if I would be interested to implement Tang for BoardGameArena, my first impulse was to say no, because I thought that a visually stunning game like Tang, it would be impossible to implement it on BoardGameArena, because mainly the games are in 2D in BoardGameArena. But I thought, okay, let's give it a try and let's see what we can do there. So this is the first impression you get of this game on BoardGameArena. This is from the development server. And the thing is that the real game on the board is in 3D, and we need to have something like that also on BoardGameArena, because you want to see the landscape tiles, you want to see the icons on the tiles. Later, you want to see the pavilions, the people standing in the pavilions. So I thought this implementation needs some twist, and the twist with it is that it twists. So it rotates and it tilts. So when you have your mouse, you can use the mouse to rotate the board, to tilt the board, to see it from any direction you want. You can also use your mouse wheel to zoom in on the garden, to have a closer look on the landscapes and everything which is going on there. And one thing of the board game, some people have difficulty seeing all the landscapes icons because they are a little bit small. So one idea is here that you can hover over the landscapes, and then you will see the icons a little bit bigger.
It's a great feature. Yes.
And we show the total of all that side, right?
Yeah. I mean, the fact about BoardGameArena is that you normally it's very two-dimensional, right? Aside from a couple of games out there that has this 3D element, and we felt that Tang will be amazing, but in this situation when you can actually now Thomas will be able to show us a little bit more about how immersive this experience is. And I see there is a question now. Is BoardGameArena more user-friendly than Tabletop Simulator? Yes, definitely. And he will explain you why. So maybe you can try to give us a glimpse of how to place a tile in this version.
Yeah, sure. You have your mouse and you have your tile stacks, and you can use the mouse to hover over a tile stack, and then it highlights when you can place it. And when you, for example, let's say you want to place this tile here, you click it, and then on the board you see the places where this tile can go. So at the moment, this is only one place. And if you want to place it there, you just use your mouse, click on it, and the tile moves there. And if you're happy with that, you can confirm your move. Or if you're not happy, you can say, okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's cancel this. Let's try something else. Let's, for example, take this tile here. And when you click it, you also see where you can place it. So when you place it like here, the tile automatically rotates so that it matches the edges here, the sides. And if you want it on a different spot, you just click that spot, and the tile automatically rotates that it matches. And if you, for example, this tile here that could be rotated differently, you can just click the tile again, and then it rotates. And you can do it so long as you're happy with it. And when you're happy with that tile here, for example, okay, we wouldn't do this. Let's switch back to the other one because that would probably make more sense. Place it here. We confirm this, and you can see on the right side. This is some in development state, so this will not be the final version. There will be a lot of work to do, but you can see here that I gain a coin and that I also get a green advancement here. And then in the real version, when it's all done, it would be the next player's turn. At the moment, it's just me playing against myself, so I can continue playing, laying tiles.
Of course.
And when I lay the next tile, and there are only one tile open, so it will flip automatically all the other tiles, so that I have the full choice here again. So this is how tile placement works. It should be more or less foolproof.
Yes, and the interesting fact about it is there is a lot of course, of programming behind it to know when a terrain will be closed or not, and which are the places a certain tile can go. But this will give you a lot of that Zen-like feeling, because you're placing things on the board, and the game is helping you out with the counting the levels you need to advance, getting the coins for you, and refreshing every time it's needed. And there is another very interesting thing about playing on BoardGameArena with the panorama placement.
I was gonna mention something about the panoramas too, just the solution that Thomas has for previewing what panoramas are available to place on the top corner is very good. It's very elegant.
On the top left corner, you can see what landscapes are available at the moment. So there are always 2 big landscapes and 2 small landscapes available. When you use your mouse to hover over these, you can see the image, which it is, and also the icons which are displayed on there. The other big landscape you have here, and you have the small landscapes here. So you can always see which landscapes are there. And if you want to later see the other landscapes which are not yet revealed, you can just use this one here to click it. Then it would show these. These are not in the order which they are in a stack, just random order. So you don't know that this is the next one to come. But
Correct.
You just can see which are there. Because, for example, if you want to use a lantern to pick one of those, you have to know which are there. And let's say we have earned a landscape token and we are able now to place a landscape. Let's say we want to use a big one. So in the end, it would look like this. You would just click that landscape here. And on the board, it would show you placeholders where you can put this landscape. And let's say you want to place it here. You just click it and it slides in here. And if you're happy with it, you can confirm this. And then you have your big landscape here. And if you now hover over this here, you see all the icons on this side. So we can probably also put the others. Oh, it was the same. Let's put this one here.
Is there more than one of the same that I show you? Does it show it to you twice? Yeah, the waterfall was there.
Yes, yes.
My question was answered as soon as I asked it.
So now we have a side completely filled, and if I hover over any tile, it doesn't matter where my mouse is. I just see all the icons on this side.
Wow.
So this is how landscape placement works.
This is really interesting to us, and I'm sure to you all. I don't know how many of you. Let us know in the chat if you play on BGA frequently. But this could be a great way just to play together and just be done in half an hour, because it's just so fast. There is one more thing that, of course, we all are interested to see, which is the decorations. Maybe you can give a glimpse about how to place those and how the cards are drawn, and then I will ask you another final thing.
Sure. So the basic idea is, if you don't want to place a tile but you want to place a decoration, you have your decoration deck here. You would click it, and then it would give you cards.
Depending on how many are available, right?
Because At the moment, it's always 4. So it's always 4. It's a little bit static here, and it's always the same cards which I show at the moment. But in the end, it will depend according to the rules. everything will be according to the rules. So let's say, for example, you want to place a bridge, then you would click on the bridge card. It would show you a little icon here that you can place the bridge here, and then you click it. And at the moment, these are the images, the models from the tabletop simulator. It's not decided yet which icons it will be in the final. Models will be in the final version. We will have to find that out. But this is how a bridge would be placed. You could also place a pavilion. This would be here. Or let's say a fish. They could go here. Or a tree, which we could build here. So this would be how decorations would work. So there will also be the confirmation stuff and like this. And also, if you're not happy with it, you can place it anywhere else. And the same is for the character. So if you later have a character which you can place on the board, this is just a temporary solution here. So it would also show where this character can go. It's a little bit misplaced here. So it's not all working correctly at the moment, but you could probably place it like here. And then you have your lady on the board here. And later when you want to find out what the lady sees, you can just click on the lady card. That should be then in your own personal place here. You can click on the lady and you can rotate the camera around the lady to see what the lady sees. So if you later have probably the ability to, if these landscapes are still available, you could probably say, okay, I want to see them. Let's put this landscape here and let's confirm that. So I can see my moon now.
This is amazing.
This is really just mind-blowing. I mean, we are so happy. Thank you very much, Thomas, for this highlight. I think there is something so romantic about being able to dive in the board, seeing what the character is seeing, and have all this technical background that will help you out scoring and all the information.
And in a platform like BGA that has many features that Tabletop Simulator does not have. Or
one last thing at least. One last thing I could show, I have another game where there are a little bit more tiles already placed, and we could just simulate how the board would look like if we have all the landscapes placed and a little bit some trees and some lotus flowers here and also birds. So this is how it could look in the end. So there would be a little more decorations, and also there would be characters on the board. This is not yet implemented. It's just with the one lady, which I can place on the board. But it will all be there in the end.
That's great. That's so amazing. I mean, we cannot wait for this. We know it's a very hard endeavor, and it will take a while, a few months. But as soon as the alpha is done, we will welcome all of you that are back in seasons to just try the game with us. And have a little bit of fun together.